Hello everyone and welcome to your favorite channel, Things to Do. And today we'll be talking about the most beautiful places in the world to visit. Before I start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to remain updated. I hope you enjoy the video and let's get started. Where on earth is the most beautiful landscape? It's hard to pick a favorite place on a planet with flamingo pink lakes in Mexico, wide hills of many different colors in the US, green ripples of rice paddies in Indonesia, and huge ice capes in Antarctica. But why pick just one? These are the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion, and you can find them in many different countries. Machu Picchu is an Inca citadel from the 15th century. It's on a mountain ridge 2,430 meters high in eastern Cordillera in the southern part of Peru. It is in the Machu Picchu district of Urubamba province, which is high above the Sacred Valley about 80 kilometers or 50 miles northwest of Cusco. It's near the Urubamba River, which flows by it and makes a tropical mountain canyon. This river flows through the mountain range called the Cordillera. Most native English and Spanish speakers don't say the first C in Picchu out loud. Unlike the Maya, the Incas didn't have a written language, and as far as anyone knows, no Europeans visited the site until the 19th century. Because of this, there are no written records of the place when it was being used. Modern archaeologists have given the buildings names and guessed what they were used for and who lived in them based on physical evidence like graves found at the site. Most modern archaeologists think that the Incas built Machu Picchu as a private estate for Emperor Pachacuti from 1438 to 1472. It's the best known example of Inca culture, and people often call it the lost city of the Incas. The Incas built the estate around 1450, but by the time the Spanish arrived a century later, they'd already left it. The AMS most recent radiocarbon dating shows that people lived there between 1420 and 1532. According to research from the past that came out in 2022, the Inca probably called the place Huayna Picchu because it is on a smaller mountain with the same name. Machu Picchu was built in the traditional Inca way, with walls made of dry stones that were smoothed out. The main buildings in this complex are the Intihuatana, the Temple of the Sun, and the Room of the Three Windows. Most of the buildings in the area have been fixed up so that visitors can get a better idea of what they looked like when they were first built. In 2007, Machu Picchu was chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of the world through an online poll that was open to people all over the world. The island of Santorini is in the southern part of the Aegean Sea, about 120 miles or 200 kilometers southeast of the Greek mainland. It is the biggest island in a small group of islands with the same name that are shaped like a circle. These islands are all that are left of a caldera. A caldera gave the archipelago its name. According to a 2011 census, the Cyclades Island is the one that is the farthest to the south. It's about 73 kilometers squared or 28 square miles in size and has a population of 15,550 people. The Minoan eruption, which was also called the Thera eruption, happened on this island about 3,600 years ago when the Minoan civilization was at its peak. It is thought to be one of the most powerful volcanic eruptions ever recorded, which is surrounded by several hundred meters of volcanic ash. Even though what's left of it is mostly just a crater filled with water, it is the most active volcanic center in the South Aegean volcanic arc. The volcanic arc is about 500 kilometers or 300 miles long and 20 to 40 kilometers or 13 to 25 miles wide. Volcanic activity in the area started around 3 to 4 million years ago, while the first signs of volcanism on Thera appeared about 2 million years ago when dacite lava came out of the vents around Arcatiri. Santorini's traditional architecture is similar to that of other islands in the Cyclades group. It's made up of cube-shaped homes that are made of local stone that's been whitewashed or lime-washed and colored with different kinds of volcanic ash. According to how the island's architecture looked before the big earthquake of 1956, these colors have been replacing white on the fronts of homes in recent years. Most of the time, though, the fronts of the houses were white. The area is also known for its use of hyposkafa, which are extensions of buildings that are dug horizontally or vertically into the pumice around them. These rooms are very popular because the air-filled pumice provides a high level of insulation. They're also used as living spaces because they're able to keep the temperature cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Some of the best cellaring conditions in all of Greece can be found in the Canova wineries of Santorini, making them perfect for storing wine. Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat or playa in the world. It's almost 10,000 square kilometers or 3,900 square miles in size. It's in the Daniel Campos province of Potos, which is in the southwest of Bolivia. It's 3,656 meters or 11,995 feet above sea level. It's near the top of the Andes Mountains. The salar was made when many prehistoric lakes that dried up over the course of the last 40,000 years merged together and changed in a number of ways. It's currently covered by a salt crust that is a few meters thick and very flat, with average height changes of less than 1 meter across the salar's land area. The crust is a source of salt and sits on top of a pool of brine that is very high in lithium. Both of these good things come from where the crust is. Because of its large size, clear skies, and very flat surface, the salar is a great place to calibrate the altimeters of satellites that look at Earth. After it rains, a thin layer of still water builds up on the flat. This turns the flat into the largest mirror in the world with a circumference of 129 kilometers or 80 miles. Iceland is a Nordic island republic that is between the Arctic Ocean and the North Atlantic Ocean. Iceland is the part of the mid-Atlantic ridge that rises the highest above sea level, and the island's central volcanic plateau is almost always erupting. The interior is made up of a plateau with sand and lava fields, mountains, and glaciers. In the lowlands, many glacial rivers from the interior meet the ocean. Even though Iceland is near the Arctic Circle, it has a climate that's considered to be temperate because the Gulf Stream warms it up. Its high altitude and closeness to the ocean make the summers quite cold, and most of the islands have a polar environment. The Maldives are a country made up of islands in South Asia. The Indian Ocean surrounds them on all sides. Tourists are amazed by the huge variety of landscapes across the country, reefs with bands of different colors, little jewel-like islands with the whitest, softest sand around them, and the clearest, shallowest water you can imagine. Only 200 of the islands have people living on them, and only a few of the inhabited islands on each atoll are resorts. The rest of the islands are used for farming, industry, and tourism, among other things. The Maldives are beautiful not just because they're above water. About 5% of the world's reefs are in the Maldives. Because there are both soft and hard corals on these reefs, they have a lot of bright colors. There are 1,000 different kinds of fish that live in the reefs. Large fish that live in the open ocean, like manta rays and whale sharks, have been known to make the Maldives their permanent home because the ocean currents bring them a lot of food. That's all for today, guys, and don't forget to mention your comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.